In this demo, I'm going to run through a new product that we're about to launch called PromptReply Recruit. PromptReply Recruit is bringing AI that sits across your applicant tracking system. And in this case, we're going to be using JobAdder. In the example that I'm going to run through, I'm going to be using ChatGPT and the plugin infrastructure to talk to my system as if I was talking to a business analyst. I'm going to show you how within PromptReply Recruit that we can automate the processing of candidates and matching them to jobs. And then I'm going to show you how you can manually go through and create other types of content using AI, specifically relating to hiring and recruitment. So when you come into PromptReply Recruit, you can come in here. We've got a whole lot of manual applications you can do, but you want to go in and automate your recruitment process. So you come in here, you can simply connect it up to your JobAdder instance through one click. And in doing that, now you have the automation running in the background. And if you've got the plugin enabled, I can start to talk to my system. The example that I like to show is, and I've done a couple of videos on this, is how I could have this assistant help me out with the information about my company. So let me find out what let me start going through that. What are the reports for this month? So let's see how we're performing this month. It's going off. It's doing a live query into my JobAdder system, and it's going to give me back some reporting information. Now, where this is really nice is that all of this is live, and the system is just taking in natural language. So this is interesting. Tell me about those 3 jobs. So let's just drill down on a couple of things and watch it bring up all this information. So it's going to get the job information. Nice. Now, what can often happen is I see here that I've only got 10 new candidates for the month. Well, let's see how we did last month on that. So let's just stop this. Okay. And we can see here that it is going to look at what last month's candidate count was and give us the information. So let's come back here and saying for April, we had 624. So it looks like we've had a pretty big drop between this month of 10 candidates and last month of 624. I can also drill down on any jobs here. So let's have a look at that product manager role. And I want to find out what the fee was. Okay. I'm even going to use some shorthand, see if it recognizes the fact that in PM, I'm talking about that project manager role. See what it comes up for. So it looks like it's a pretty chunky little fee that we've got here, 20% placement rate, 60 grand fee. This is the salary they're looking for. So I can keep doing this, bunch of other things that I can do. But what's interesting here, in quickly going through, I can see we've got a drop in candidates. We've got a pretty high priority job here. So what I wanted to do is, all right, exec team. Great. So help me put this email together because I want to work on getting more candidates in and working on that fee that we've got there. So super simple run through that we've done, bunch of different things, done some other videos on this as well. So it's writing up the email. Let's have a look what it suggests I put together. Great. All right, cool. The next thing I want to show is the automation that you get with PromptReply Recruit. So with just me putting together and integrating it here, what happens now is that if I had a candidate, so I had myself here and I've just downloaded my resume off LinkedIn, if I was to create that candidate in JobAdder, something that everyone who's running JobAdder would probably be very familiar with, I can just drop that resume in here. Already built into JobAdder, goes through, extracts out my employment history, extracts out all my various skills. But what the AI is doing, it is also now going in and giving me a couple of additional key aspects and dropping them into the summary of that candidate. So let's have a look of one I've just already set up, which is right here. So you can see here, I set this up before, dropped in Chris Collins, and it did a nice little summary over my resume where I've got it writing out a nice little quick paragraph, putting together some suggested roles that I could work on, and then it's giving me some great interview questions. So behind the scenes, every candidate that's going in, not only can we talk to the system, get reporting information, every candidate that's going up there, it's giving a nice, beautiful little summary. So the next thing that it can do is that if I go into jobs and I was to say, let's get this product manager role, come into it, go to the job details, and I'm simply just going to add that candidate, Chris Collins, against this job. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to go here, add to the job. Now what it does in everyone getting added, it's looking at their work history. It's looking at the details of this job. And then over in applications, it will then write a note against that person. And that note will talk about how that person matches, where they don't match, and any additional follow-up questions that you may want to do. So that also does that automatically. While that is getting processed, let me come back to PromptReply here and just show you a couple of the other things that you can manually do. So I can come in here and I can say, look, why don't you write me up a job description? So I simply come in. I can come in here, say I need a project manager in AI, unknown, company unknown. I can put a lot more information into here just to show you this. And I can say how many different generations I want, but I'm just going to say generate. And away that goes. It's going to give me a quick little job description put together. You can also see in there, it helps me post LinkedIn posts. I can do Twitter posts. I can summarize resumes, all within the system. That's just an added benefit that you get with all of this. So let's just wait for that to run. While that's just putting together, let's jump back to the job application here and see if what it thinks at the match that I've done. So as I'm reviewing the applications, here is the details of me just adding that person. So you can see here the candidate's experience in product management, AI, generative AI. That job needed AI in it. Here's where it doesn't match, which is really nice. And then it's giving me some specific interview questions that is looking at what my resume has, what the job has, and very targeted questions around that. So from there, I could drop those into an email to be able to get feedback. Or if I'm talking to the person, I can be using those interview questions to help me process. All of this is allowing me to do a lot more within my day and make much more intelligent, actionable decisions based on my ability to talk to my system. So let's come back here. And there it is. It's produced a nice little job for me. I can simply copy that and away I go and be able to use that and put that wherever I want. Now, out of interest, let's just come back in here that we've added that application. And I might just ask, do we have any applications? Let's see if it's already picked up that application, or if the system can work out what I'm saying here. This is where this stuff is just so powerful in my ability to talk to it as if I've got a business analyst sitting right next to me. So there we go. I've got my one application that's already in there. And it's got myself. So very quickly it's picked that up. So I could just be sitting here, being able to see everything going on with my team, talking back and forth to my system. What we're going to be doing with PromptReply Recruit is enhancing the automation, enhancing the intelligence. And the system is, we've got a wait list that everyone can come in and sign up to when they come in here, because we're going to be slowly opening this up, and we're going to be continuing to apply more automation to allow you to make much more intelligent decisions across your entire applicant tracking system. Thanks.